Okay, so why did I drink? So I could say that it was because the first time I drank, I just fell in love, which is partially true. But I had motives behind drinking. I drank, it made me feel better like right away. So if I felt insecure or angry or sad or just about anything, um, I would drink and like forget about it. I didn't really drink because I was happy, or like some people say they drank because they wanted things to be fun, or like that was never really my story. I didn't really have fun unless I was drinking. So um, yeah, it wasn't like, oh, this is gonna make this so much funner. It was like, if I don't do this, I'm gonna have a fucking bad time. I'm gonna be pissed. Um, I mean, like most people, I thought it made me prettier, skinnier, funnier, funner. Um, I didn't have as much judgment about myself, which kind of went along with the insecurity. Like, I wasn't thinking like horrible things about myself anymore. It made me like braver, not in a good way, but it made me braver. Like, if I wanted to do something that I would normally do, I knew that if I drank, I could do anything. Um, it gave me, yeah, balls, you know? And also, it made me like not care. It made me feel like I didn't give a fuck about anything. And I had been running from giving a fuck about everything for so long. And I think that's why I felt trapped. Like, I felt trapped because like I didn't want to give a fuck, and I did give a fuck. But when I drank, I really actually didn't. And so it was like relief, like, oh fuck yeah, like I don't have to pretend like I don't give a fuck. Like, I actually don't, you know? And so it kind of gave me that freedom to like feel how I wanted to feel, but without like trying so hard, you know? Um, because kind of put on an act from a young age that like um, I didn't need anybody. Like, I didn't cry. Like, nothing affected me or whatever, but it did, and I had to like pretend to be that way because I wasn't really like that. I'm actually a very loving, compassionate, emotional individual. And something that I realized since getting sober this time is that I am fucking bitter. Like, I got sober this time and everything fucking bugged me. Like, I was upset all the fucking time. Someone said something, someone looked at me, like I'm just mad, like for no reason, for no fucking reason, because people are actually really nice here. Um, and I had like all this anger inside of me, and I realized that it was because there were certain things that I couldn't control. And it had nothing to do with me. It had to do with the way I was being treated by someone who's like not even around me right now, or something that happened like a long time ago that I have like no control over. And it affected the way that I felt and the way that I treated people and the way that I viewed the world, the way that I viewed myself, the way that I viewed every situation. And so now that alcohol is gone and I'm stuck with my fucking self, which isn't even that pretty right now, like the way that I feel, like somebody knocks on my fucking door or calls me and I'm like, leave me the fuck alone, you know? Like, and I'm cussing them out in my head because I'm actually pretty respectful. Like, I'm not gonna cuss somebody out, someone that's being nice to me, cuss them out just because I'm in a bad fucking mood. But I'll cuss you out in my fucking head. And in my head, I'm gonna beat your ass, you know? And so, and that's ugly. Like, it feels ugly to be angry. Like, I hate the way it feels. And and so something that I'm learning right now is why I said like, why do I use? And it's basically so that I don't feel trapped or like these emotions. And I'm realizing now that I'm getting sober this time and I'm being like raw this time, like I'm getting close to God. I'm like, and it's weird because I have moments where I'm fucking angry. Like, I'm so fucking angry. And I don't really know why sometimes. And then there's other times where I'm fucking crying and I'm like, it is so beautiful, this life. Like, Jesus Christ is how could they kill him? You know, like, I'm fucking freaking out because I'm like feeling empathy for people and for things. And it's changing, and it's trying to change the way that I view myself, because right now I'm trying to get to know myself. So these things make me upset, these things make me happy, these things make me sad, these things make me react like this. And so I'm getting to know myself. And when I get hard on myself and I tell myself like why the hell would you do that, you know, or the way I talk to myself isn't always like pretty. But what I do instead is I'm like, hey, I'll take a step back and be like, don't say that to yourself. How about instead you say, okay, you get angry when this happens, instead of being like, why the fuck did you just get mad at that lady for waking you up at 7 a.m? Like, that lady is doing her fucking job, you know? But I'd just be like, all right, so I'm not a morning person and I'm angry in the morning. But, and maybe I don't have control over not being a morning person or being angry in the morning, but I'm gonna have control over like the way I think. Like, I don't have to like cuss that lady out. Like, I could actually be like think about something positive, you know? Like, dang, this lady probably didn't want to fucking wake up early either and come to fucking work, but she did it because she has a family to feed and she enjoys helping other people. And like, just change the way I fucking, and change, and realizing stuff about yourself and having compassion for yourself will change the way you view the world. Because now I'm thinking about the lady, right? And now I'm like, damn. And she told me like she has like a gift for me. And actually, like, today, she told me she had a gift for me yesterday. And then today, like, I had forgot that she said that, but I was like, oh, like, I remembered that I had like some little stuff in my purse that I was like, oh, I'm gonna give this to the lady and her daughter. And I'm like thinking about other people, like, without even, like, yesterday I wanted to beat her up. Like, in my head I imagined myself beating her up, and she's like this sweet. Anyways, so being compassionate with myself and being like, not even being compassionate, but getting to know myself is helping me like see other people, you know? Because I am a selfish fucking person. To me, the world revolves around me. And if people, and not people here necessarily, I mean people like in my love life or in my family, like, if they're not behaving or saying or doing what I think they should be doing to accommodate what the fuck I feel or what the fuck I think or what the fuck I want, then I'm gonna throw a fucking fit. I'm gonna go drink. I'm gonna go give someone else attention. I'm gonna go do something that is gonna hurt you, but really it's hurting me. And that is fucking selfish because and it's bratty. It's fucking bratty. And it's kind of like how they say you're drinking the poison but expecting them to drink it, something like that. It's kind of like that, because it's like, okay, so I'm mad that this person didn't do this or didn't say this in the moment that I wanted them to say it, so I'm gonna go drink over that. And it's like, okay, like, whose life is being ruined here? Is that person's life gonna be fucking ruined because you took a drink? No. Is my life gonna be ruined? Yes, because I'm gonna go on a fucking binge and all this shit is gonna happen over what? Someone didn't say or do something. And so the biggest thing here is like control. Like, what do I have control over? I have control over the way I fucking act. And I have no control over if somebody is doing what I want them to do or not. Which, by the way, if someone is not doing what I want them to do, that is not a reflection of me. That is a reflection of what the fuck they want to do. That has nothing to do with if they love me, if they want me to be happy. People are thinking about themselves. Nobody in this fucking world is thinking, I wonder how this will affect Teresa. I wonder how Teresa will feel if I don't tell her I love her in the next 10 seconds. Will she feel insecure? Will she want to drink? will she feel like her life is meaningful in this world? It is like crazy how selfish I am. It is crazy. And so that's what I'm learning, because the root of my addiction, and it's more than my addiction, the root of my problem is control. Because I want to have control. And by drinking, I have a false sense of control. Because what I thought was control was not giving a fuck. And rebellion. And that is not what control is. And I'm a very loving person. And in relationships, what I think is control and what I think is helping somebody is the way I love people. And that is not love. It is not love to control somebody or to punish somebody because they're not acting a certain way, or to punish yourself. I said punish because you're trying to punish them, but really you're punishing yourself, because that person probably has no fucking idea that you went on a fucking 4-month binge because of what they said or what they did or what they did fucking 4 years ago that you just got mad about again or something. Like, I don't even know. It's like the weirdest shit. But, and so with alcohol, I have a false sense of control, right? So what I'm learning now about myself is that control is like a big issue. So what I have to control is my thoughts, my behaviors. But what it's starting as, and this is the beginning, is getting to know myself. And I have a long ways to go, because who the fuck is Teresa? Nobody knows yet. I know who I am in my heart, but I don't know about myself. I know my story, but I don't know about myself yet. So, here we go.